The first step for any data analyst is to understand what is the data. So that's what are the 4 types of data analytics. What happened, why it happened, what we need to do, what we need to do in the future. Okay, how many types are there in data analytics? 4. First one, what happened? Description. You're just giving some summary what happened previously by giving the data set. Second one, means why it happened. Okay, so you're diagnosing something. Third one is predictive. You're predicting something. Okay, this we need to do. The last one, to make that happen, what you need to do, you're just prescribing. You're giving a medicine. Clear? For some problem, you're giving a medicine that is called prescriptive. Clear? So here, we need to follow the 4 types of data analytics before going to create the dashboard. The first one is descriptive data analytics. Descriptive analytics means what happened, okay, what is there, why he is giving this data set. Okay, this is a retail sales smart data set provided by so and so company. Let's take the company name Amazon. Okay, for reference, you can take the Amazon sales data set. This is the sales data set. Sales data set. Clear? And in this particular different columns we have, in this particular data set, we have multiple columns. Clear? And in these columns also some are string data types, some are numerical data types, and some are date data types. Clear? We have all the 3 different data types which are present in our Excel. Everything is here. You need to segregate the columns first, which are string, which are numerics, which are dates. Okay, that is the first step. And secondly, all the string columns are called as categories. All the string columns are called as categories. I don't care whatever the string column it is, but it is a category. All the numerical columns are called as values. All the period columns are called as period. Date columns are nothing but period. Time column is nothing but period. Okay, clear this one? So now, by using these particular categories along with the values, by using this particular date period data type and values, by using these categories and dates and values, all 3 mixed together, we need to create a dashboard. Okay, they are giving some random data set. First step is you need to analyze the data set. What is the data type? What kind of information present in this? We will see now. Okay, there is a column called invoice ID. Okay, if you are familiar with the primary key and foreign key in SQL, how many of you are familiar with this concept? Okay, in upcoming days, the remaining people will come to know. There is a concept called constraints in SQL, primary key and foreign key. Primary key is a key which is the unique key. Okay, I am an Amazon user. I just want to buy something by using Amazon app. I am having a user account. That user is having a unique ID. That user is having a unique ID that is called primary key. My phone number will not be repeated with her phone number. If someone calls to me, it will come to me only. It will not come to her. Right? So that is called unique number, and that columns are called primary keys. Here, this invoice ID is unique. No 2 invoices are same. Invoices are completely different. For example, if I order something, I'll get some bill. That invoice ID is different. And your invoice ID is different, completely different. No 2 invoices will be the same. You'll be having the same invoice ID. Clear? That such type of columns are called primary key columns. There will be no duplicates. If there is a duplicate, means that is an error data. Clear? And this type of columns are not fit for visualization. Okay? The columns which are considered as a primary key are not fit for visualizations. Why? Because it's having a different kind of data. Is this, just tell me, is it a string or integer or date? How can you segregate? We can't segregate. It's a combination of all these things. Okay, primary keys are nothing but sometimes it becomes integer, sometimes it becomes string, sometimes it becomes date, sometimes all 3 together. Sometimes string plus integer. Here hyphen is a string, and this one is a numeric combination of string plus integer. So any 2 data types present in one column, that column is not fit for visualization. Clear? Except for counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except for this aggregation, you can't perform anything by using that column. Clear? For example, if I want to see how many number of orders are there in this particular data set, Then you can use count of how many numbers are there. That is the only option to work with primary key columns. Clear? That is the only option, that is the only step you can do by using this particular option. Clear? Next step, I have a branch and then city and customer type. Something they have given, some invoice ID they have given, and they mention there is a city. Okay? And they mention there is a city. Hyderabad, Mumbai and Delhi. These three are the cities. Under these cities, we have different branches A, B, C. Three different branches. First, invoice ID. After that, there is a city. Under the city, each and every city is having A, B, C branches. Okay? Every city is having State Bank of India. Every city is having Union Bank of India. Like that. Okay? And then customer type. If you are a premium membership customer, if you are having Amazon Premium, Prime membership, then you become a member. If you don't have, then you become a normal member. That is the category which this customer type is showing. And the next column, whether the person who is in ordering this particular order is a male or female, gender column. And then this particular order comes under which product line. If this is accessory, means sports and travel, means if you order any bats, cricket bat, that is called sports. Travel accessories means bags, luggages. So all this comes under sports and travel. In this particular product line, he ordered something that I don't know. I don't care what he ordered, but he ordered under sports and travel category. Clear? So these all are called categories. I have different categories. I have branches ABC category, cities Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi category, and then customer type normal or member, gender female or male. Okay, and then product line, different product lines are there, health sector and all. Okay, so these are the categories. So this is the invoice ID, which is a primary key, which is not fit for visualization, which is only fit for counting. Clear? And then the next column, unit price. He ordered one product cost 10 rupees, 10.17. This column is in decimal format, float. Okay, decimal format, decimal data type. And for one particular order, 10.17 is the $10.17 you can say is the cost. How many quantity I have? If I have 25 quantity, what is the cost? 250 something. Clear? So that's how. This is unit price, means for one product, what is the price? So that column I have. And then quantity column I have. How many number of quantities he ordered from sports and travel? That's what the one. And then what is the tax applied for that bill? What is the total amount after applying the tax? Along with this, into tax is nothing but total amount. Clear? And this one, which date he ordered this particular order? What is the time when he is ordering? What is the payment method he is paying this particular order? Most of the people are paying by using cash on delivery. Most of the people are preferring to buy credit cards. On credit cards. Clear? So that's what the payment mode. And then box. I mean, for one particular this one, overall, is just type a value column. Okay? Gross income and what is the rating for that product out of 10. Clear? So this is what the data set I have. Now, this type of data which is present in rows and columns, okay, rows and columns is called raw data. Okay, this, but there is no filter, nothing, we can't able to see anything. I don't know what is present in the, I know something, but how to create visualizations and all I don't know. Clear? So this is called a raw data, which will give you information what it is, but it will not give you a dashboard. Clear? You need to summarize this raw data and you need to analyze and you need to create dashboard. That is what actually called creating dashboard in Excel. Okay. First step, understanding the dashboard data set, done. What is the data set here? We have sales data set, which is having different cities. Under cities, different branches are there. Under that also membership people are there, like normal people are there. Under that female, male are there. Okay. And what is the product they buy? What is the product line they buy? What is the payment method? See, all these columns I have category columns. Okay. Sometimes they will ask you question in Mumbai region. In Mumbai region, which branch is having the highest sales? Mumbai is also having ABC, right? In that also, I want to know which particular branch having highest sales. So one value column, and one category column. Combination of these two becomes a visualization. Clear? And one more thing, you can't create visualization by using two category columns at once. Okay, you need to have either combination of date or date and value, otherwise category and value. Okay, value is the most important one which is playing a key role here. Based on the value only, it will segregate the things and it will create the dashboard. It will create a report or it will create a visualization. If there is no value column, no need to create any dashboard. If there is no category column, you have only date columns, you have only value columns, you can show only trend analysis. Okay, if you don't have date columns, you have only category column and value column, you can show category analysis. Clear? By using value only, you are showing all these things. There is a combination of date column plus value column, trend analysis over a period. Okay, there is a combination of category and value, like categorical analysis. Okay, by using categorical column here, which is similar in both the cases, value column. So value column will play the most important role in any data set. Okay, going forward, you have a concept called DAX in Power BI. That complete DAX concept will be only focusing on value columns only. Clear? DAX concept will be majorly focused on value columns. Clear? If there is no value column, then no need to create a dashboard. If there is a value column, then only you can create. Clear? So that's what. Now pivot table. Our next concept is pivot table. First you understand the data set. Now you need to execute what you understand. Okay. See here, if you see, we have different kinds of data sets. See, Mumbai multiple times it is repeating, Delhi multiple times repeating, Hyderabad multiple times repeating, and normal member repeating, member repeating, male or female repeating. Now I don't want to like this. I don't want to see like this. Tell me how many Mumbais are there in this column. Is this possible to tell? Is it possible to tell? How many normal memberships are there in this column? It is possible to tell if you write a formula at the end. You need to write a count if formula. Count if in this particular column, if I have the value called normal, how many normals are there? Now I don't want to write any formula. I don't want to write any formula. I want to summarize the raw data into a meaningful data. Okay, this is a raw data. But after seeing this, you can't directly comment on it. You can't comment on it. So 25 Mumbais are there, 25 Hyderabad are there, 50 Delhis are there. You can't comment directly. You can't. By seeing the 10,000 records of data, you can't comment on the data by seeing it. Then you need to summarize the data. That means that all Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi becomes like this. I want the output as Delhi 100, Mumbai 100, Hyderabad 100. Understand? So this is called a summary. Now you tell me how many number of Hyderabad are present? 100. You are able to say. But if you see that raw data, is it possible to understand how many Mumbai? What is the total sales amount in Mumbai? What is the sum of quantity in Mumbai? Is it possible to say? So that's why summary is necessary. Okay, summarizing the data is the most important aspect in Excel. Okay, but this same feature when it comes to Power BI, Power BI have an ability. Power BI has an ability. It will automatically summarize the data when you are uploading the data. Clear? But Excel don't have that feature to analyze it, to create a pivot table on back of it. It is a manual process where your intervention will be there. Okay, where you need to put some effort to create the dashboard. In a Power BI, it is not like that. It's completely advanced version of Excel. Power BI is a completely advanced version of Excel. Clear? The time that have taken to create a dashboard in Excel is almost 10 hours for you. The same dashboard you will create in Power BI within 10 minutes. That is what the significance of Power BI. Clear? But if you are not familiar with Excel concepts, if you are not able to create a dashboard by using Excel, it will be completely difficult. The same 10 hours of time it will take in Power BI as well. Clear? Clear? That is the reason Excel we introduced in the beginning. to make you understand what is happening in the back end when it comes to Power BI. What is happening in the back end, how can you see? You can't see. That you can see here. You can experience here. You can practice here. After going there, you can easily understand, okay, it is summarizing the data in backend. How it is summarizing? By using categories, by using values, by using period columns. That is what the understanding from Power BI. Clear? If you are familiar with this concept, then only you will be familiar with the Power BI. That's what I am stressing this point. Please keep this in mind. Clear? So now we'll see the practical and all. First, the concept called pivot table. Pivot table. So pivot table master data summarization and analyze with powerful pivot functionality. Clear? Pivot table is nothing but summarizes the data. The raw data, some raw data is there, which is the raw data which I have shown to you. It will summarize the data and create a pivot table. Okay? It summarizes into a meaningful understanding way. See, after seeing my raw data, I can't comment on it. How many are there? But after seeing my pivot table, I can directly comment which state is having highest sales. Because it's summarizing completely. I can directly see it, I can directly comment on it. I can directly create a visualization on it. But raw data visualization creation is not possible. Okay? In Excel, there is a format. First, you need to convert the raw data into pivot table. From pivot table into visualization. This is the sequence you need to follow in Excel. But in Power BI, there is no raw data, there is no pivot table. Once you uploaded your data set on backend Power BI auto detect all the columns, it will automatically create a pivot table. Backend, it will not be visible for you. Okay? To understand what is there on backend of Power BI, you need to understand this pivot table. Clear? And its charts and visualization creates stunning visuals representations of your data insights. You can create charts by using pivot tables. Clear? And then interactive learning, learn through games, quizzes, and this advanced techniques, professional formatting and advanced calculation. Formatting options. I'll teach you going forward. Definition is, a pivot table is a powerful Excel tool that summarizes, it can summarize, it can analyze, and it can expose and present data in a flexible way without altering the original data set. This is the major one. The raw data is there now. It will not touch the raw data, but it will give summary. It will not do anything to the raw data, but still it can create a summary. That is the importance of this particular pivot table. Pivot table is nothing but it will summarize the data. It can analyze the data. By using a pivot table, you can create visuals. Clear? So that's what the pivot table. If someone is asking you what do you mean by pivot table, you can summarize the raw data into a meaningful data. You can say like this directly. Okay? If they want a complete statement, then go with this. Clear? It is there in your PPTs. PPT section it is there. Just go through it. It will be waste of time if you write it. Clear? And then now practical we'll see. We'll see the practical. So this is the data type, data set I'm having. Okay. The first column, the first row which is present in this data set is called column fields. Okay. Is called column fields. For example, this is not there. The first row is not there. Tell me what this particular column defines. What it is describing. Is it possible to understand? Some number normal is there, what it is. Okay. If this is not there, customer type, if this is not there, you can directly say because it's a gender. You can understand. But what it is, you don't know. What it is. This also you can know. Categories I can say directly. This is cities and this is some ABC, I don't know. But what about this column? If this is not there, is it a total sales? What type of value column this is? Is it possible to understand? That is the reason column fields are the most important one, which will describe what kind of data type present in that column. Okay. Customer gender means gender is nothing but a string. You can write gender by using male or female only. 1 or 0 you can write. 2 or 3 you can write. No. Gender means string. So you can write a string. City means also a string. Branch is also a string. There will be no 1, 0, 2, 0. But unit price will never become a string. Unit price will be always a numerical data type. Clear? So that's how we need to segregate. Now I understand complete data set. What is there, what is present in my data set, which columns are there, what type of data types present. This is called column header. Okay, column header, which will tell you what type of data present in that column. Okay, by using this first row only, we are going to create a pivot table. Before going to create a pivot table, you need to click anywhere on the data set. Inside the data set, this is the first step you need to understand. Inside the data set only you need to click. Most of the people will click outside the data set and they are saying I'm not able to create a pivot table. Don't do this blunder mistake. Clear? You need to click anywhere inside the pivot table, like data, raw data, and then you need to go insert, click here or anywhere, insert. There is an option called pivot table in the beginning. And one more option here, pivot chart. Pivot chart is a visualization extracted from pivot table. Okay, the next step of it. The next step of pivot table is this one. But just now I want to create a pivot table. So click here. Click here. See, if you need to click inside the raw data, then only Power BI will activate. The Power Pivot will be activated. Then click on from table or range. It is asking, see here, it is by default. Once you click inside your data set, automatically complete data set is activated. If you see here, it is a running data set. See, complete data set is activated and Power like pivot table understands. So this is the data set. Clear? Now what we need to do, you have two different options. One is you can create your pivot table in another sheet. The same one, it will create one more sheet and it will create pivot table there. There you can't see your raw data. If I redirect it to the next sheet, is it possible for me to see this data? So when we need to use the new worksheet means, you know which column indicates what. You know everything about this data set. You are already familiar with entire data set. No need to understand like customer type means what is there in this column. You are not thinking like that. You know customer type means something normal or membership is there. Then only you can go ahead with the new sheet. New sheet will not have a raw data. But your understanding is the most important aspect here. Existing worksheet is the second option. That means it will create pivot table here or somewhere based on your wish. Then what will happen? If you want to create pivot table here, if you want to see the data types, you just move it. You just move this like this and you can see that. Clear? Now I will go with the existing worksheet. Just click on existing worksheet. Once you click on existing worksheet, it is asking for the location. This is asking for the cell reference. Okay? Which cell you want me to create a pivot table? Now I just simply move this. Here I have some space. I click here. So when I clicked here, see what happened. It is taking the real mark sales table, the sheet name, and this particular cell T3. T3. Absolute reference. I don't want my pivot table to move any way, any direction. I am fixing my pinning. Pinning means, you know, pinning. I'm pinning my pivot table in this particular cell only. Just click on OK. Okay. So two different fields created here. One is pivot table and one is pivot table fields. Here you will be able to see the data. Okay. Here you will be able to see the data. This is why it's actually called your pivot table. And this one is the one which is having all column headers. We discussed there which type of data present in that column, what it will tell, column headers will tell. That column headers will be visible here. See, customer type, gender, unit price, quantity. You are able to see everything is there in this particular one. By using this only, you are going to create a pivot table. Clear? Clear, guys? Now, see here. Here I have 4 different sections. The most important sections, 4 different sections we have. One is filters. Second one is, third one is, fourth one is. First we'll go with the rows and columns. What do you mean by row? Horizontal lines or horizontal cells. What do you mean by column?
Vertical set of cells.
Vertical combination of cells. Clear? So now if I drag and drop anything in rows, now if I drag and drop anything, any value into the rows, the alignment of this particular pivot table will be row wise. Row means horizontal, right? Row wise. If I drag anything into columns, my pivot table representation will be column wise. Clear? Column wise means this is the column. If I want to go to the next column, this is the column wise. If I want to go to the next row, this is the row wise. Clear? Horizontal. My hand is horizontal. Row means one by one. My hand is vertical. Column means side by side, one by one. Clear? Clear? So that's what the significance. Now I will drag and drop. I want to see how many number of Hyderabad's are there, how many number of Delhi's are there. First we will see this one. Okay? Where Delhi and all these things are present? City. I will just drag and drop my city into rows. Okay? Once I drag and drop city into rows, what happened to my pivot table? See there, Delhi's are repeated, Hyderabad's are repeated, so many are there. But here, only 3 are there. Now I want one more value. What is the value? I want the count of each and everything. Clear? I want the count. So where I need to get the count? No. How can you get the count from values?
We should go back to the column.
Same city column, we need to apply count aggregation. Clear? You need to drag and drop into the values. These values will give you the output. See, we'll see. The same city column, I'll drag and drop, count. How many Delhis are there?
400.
How many Hyderabad are there?
590.
How many Mumbai are there? Which will give you summary? That will give you summary, or this will give you summary. If I create any particular chart by using this, Mumbai will be the highest one. How many, in which state, in which city, the number of orders are high? In which city, the number of orders are low?
Delhi.
So that's what my data analysis. Clear? That's what my data analysis. On category columns, you can perform count aggregation. You can't perform sum, you can't perform average, you can't perform any other. Except count. Count is nothing but it will count 1, 2, 3, 4. It don't care about it is a numeric or it is a string. It will not care. It will only consider whether the value is there or not. If that is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like it is calculating. If I drag and drop and see here into values column, see here if you see count of city, it is by default taking count because it's a string column. Except count, no other aggregations will be performed in this column. Clear? That is the reason it counted how many Delhis are there and it have given. It took only 2 to 3 seconds for me to create this, to understand this, to visualize this. Clear? But if you want to write a formula here, you need to go down, you need to write formula, you need to select the cells. So much time it will take. For Hyderabad, I need to write one formula. For Delhi, I need to write one formula. Clear? Now I want to see, we have total sales, no? Total sales. See here, we have one column. Let's take the rating, then you'll understand. The rating column. Rating, how rating will be given to someone? If you are giving rating means 4.5 someone give, 3 someone give, like that, you people are giving between 3 to 4.5. Then what is my average rating? Around 4 or 3.5 will be my average rating. Number of people given, like whatever you are giving, E plus all plus together divided by number of persons in this room. Then it will give my average percentage. Average percentage. Percentages or ratings will be only considered by using average. Clear? If I apply sum, is it meaningful? Is it meaningful if I apply sum? So when we need to use which aggregation, that completely you need to understand. Okay. Sum of sales. Sales I want to know. In which state, in which city sales are high. In this situation, you can't use average. Clear? How many sales are there I want? In this situation, you should not use average. You need to use sum, or you need to use something minimum value, maximum value. So like that. Clear? So that's what the procedure of doing this. Now I want to know, see I have created this particular value, particular pivot table. Here also I want to know which city is having highest rating. Clear? Which city is having highest rating? Then what is the rating column? Rating, you need to drag and drop into values because I want to see as a value. It's a numerical column. Then, but it is giving me sum. See here, if you see here, it is giving me sum, but I want average of rating. See, is this a valid value? Is this the rating? Out of 10, this is the value. So I need to convert into average aggregation. I need to perform. We already learned aggregations. Average of, count of, sum of, minimum of, maximum of. Okay. In the aggregations, I want to convert this sum into average. So click on the drop down, go to value field settings. Here it is asking an average. Here there is an option. See, all these are called aggregations. I want average. Just click on average. Just see out of 10, which city is having the highest rating. Which city is having the highest rating? Then you can directly comment, even the sales of the city is low, but still this city is providing the highest rating. They are providing the quality products. That is the reason people giving high rating. But Mumbai, when it comes to Mumbai, even though their sales are too high, but their products are not that much quality. Then people are not liking the products, but they are buying the products because of the population, you can say. Clear? So this is what the analysis I can fetch by using this particular data set. Clear? So that is what? Taking the raw data and converting into a meaningful insight by creating a meaningful information, by summarizing the information is called a pivot table in Excel. Okay? By default in Power BI, you should not, you don't need to create this particular one. But when you are uploading your data set, automatically it will only create. It will only create this pivot table. Okay? Clear? And one more thing. If I drag and drop this city into columns, we'll see now. Okay? As of now, I'm removing this rating. Okay? I just remove the rating. I want to keep these cities into columns. What happened? The same. Just now I have said column wise. The row wise values turns into which one looks so good to understand? Row wise. That is the reason I will prefer the option rows is the best option to understand the data set. Clear? Row is the only option to understand the data set in a proper way. Columns, whenever you will be having a requirement, then you can use. Multiple categories are there, you can use column at the time. Clear? At that time, what will happen? This column name changes to, when you are creating a visualization, this column name changes to legend. Okay, legend I'll tell you in the upcoming classes. As of now, understand. Clear? Understand the difference. What if I do here? What if I do here? There is one more section called filter. Clear? Filter. Here I have 3 different cities. I don't want all these cities. I want only one city. I just drag and drop filter into this. See, if you see here, now I got all the cities. If I apply any filter here, I want to see the value for Delhi only. Click on OK. This is the value for Delhi. So applying filter, showing whatever they want instead of showing everything. Clear? I'm not giving them brief picture. I'm just giving the value which they want. For example, she is from Delhi, I'm from Mumbai, and someone from Hyderabad. He is from Hyderabad. He don't want the data of Mumbai and Delhi. At that case, creating a pivot table, what it will happen? He can see the data with respect to Delhi also. That should not be happening. He don't want the data of Delhi and something. He want only Hyderabad. In that case, I should not show him. That is called data integrity, maintaining data accuracy. Someone from different state should not see the data of some different state. Clear? So that's what data integrity. Maintaining data integrity means secrecy. We should not share the unnecessary information to the persons. Clear? So if you don't want any filter, just drag and drop this filter into the rows. Automatically everything will come. This is for developers analysis. That is for users analysis. Once I created a dashboard, my clients from 3 different cities come and sitting in front of me. She want only Hyderabad values. Then if I show this, is it valid? No. She want only Hyderabad values. What is the necessity of showing all these 3? Then I apply filter. You'll only show Hyderabad. For him, I'll only show Delhi. For him, I'll only show Mumbai. So that is what the functionality of filters. Clear? Clear pivot table. And one more thing. Here we just mentioned category. Now I want to see under Delhi, we have 3 different branches. And from that branches, how many count are there? How many number of invoice IDs present in that branch? Okay. Then what is the column which I am having the branch data? Drag and drop that branch into the same row columns. See, Delhi, there are 3 branches. From A branch, 274 orders are there. Now tell me which branch from Delhi is having highest orders? Branch A is having the highest orders. Which is having the lowest? Least. Branch B is having the least. You can say category and subcategory basis also. Category means Delhi, subcategory means branch. Clear? I can show directly. See, these 415 segregated to 3 different. Is it possible to understand the same data set here? By using raw data, it will be difficult for you. You need to write formula for everything. Okay? If I don't want to show this data, there is a minus symbol here. You need to click on that symbol. Automatically, it will hide the details of the Delhi. Okay? Not only one category. I want to see. Okay, I have Delhi. I have A branch. Under A branch, how many people are having membership? How many people don't have any membership? Membership premium access. Just drag and drop. Customer types into this one. See, in under A, Delhi branch, membership people are 120. The people who don't have membership. Under B, normal people. There is no membership people in B branch. Clear? See, by seeing this, I can't comment. By seeing this, I can comment. Okay? The number with accurate value, I can able to provide. If I create visualization by using this, it will show in a proper way. Clear? That is the next step. Now you understand pivot table first. See, not only this count of city, I can add, first let me do this. I can add gender also into the same category. Now, under Delhi, there is a branch called A. Under branch, there is a section called member. Under that membership section, how many males are there who is having membership? 118 males are there. How many females are there who is having membership? 10. And then the next one, who don't have membership. So each and every data, it will segregate within seconds. Okay? No need to write any formula, no need to do any manual work. Just drag and drop. Drag it and drop it. Drag it and drop it. Yes. You will able to understand. Clear? That is this pivot table is the most powerful tool in Excel. This is the only tool which is most powerful in Excel, which will give you data in seconds. One more is there, power pivot. Power pivot. Going forward, you will understand. The advanced version of pivot table is nothing but power pivot. This power pivot will be there in Power BI also and SQL also. SQL also will get data modeling concept. There is a concept called data modeling in SQL that will give you the picture of power pivot. Once that is done, we'll go with. Going forward, once we did a project on this, then I will explain how to do and all. Then only you will understand. First, you need to do a project on this. Then only you will understand what is power pivot. If you are not doing project on this, you can't able to understand. Clear? Clear? Any doubt with respect to pivot table? And one more thing, not only count of city, I can show how many quantities are there. First, let me remove all these things because it will be clumsy for us. So I don't want only these two data. I just want to know total sales. So sum of sales, what is in which city I'm having the total sales highest one? Highest total sales recorded in which city? Mumbai. 32,000. 3,24,000. Clear? Because more number of orders are there. That is the reason sales amount also high. Now I want to see the tax percentage. Which state is having highest tax percentage? Which state is having highest tax percentage? Mumbai only. Because so many orders. Clear? I can show multiple values by using the value section. I can show multiple categories by using row section or column section. Clear? Pivot table is a powerful tool which will summarize the raw data into a meaningful information. Clear? And from this pivot table, the next step, pivot charts will come into picture. That is called a visualization. By using all the visualizations, by keeping all the visualizations that is created by you in one place, that is called dashboard. Okay? Clear? All. That's called a pivot table.